Hello and welcome to the June 2017 Humble Monthly Bundle unboxing. Unfortunately, I really have a lot on my plate, so what actually happens depends on if I'm going to play the games offered or not, or play them at a later date and then put the recording in. But I've got a lot to do because I still have to do my final 1 year anniversary video, and unfortunately I'm now going to be going into rage mode with one of the items offered in this month's list. But first, the early unlock for July is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and this is an updated version of the original Dark Souls 2. And this has been enhanced for 64-bit systems, so if you only have a computer with a 32-bit OS, you will need to get the original Dark Souls 2 along with the DLC, because this won't work. And as you can see, the price for all of this, you are basically paying £10 for a £30 game. And yeah, if I remember, this is a very, very hard game, which is why the original, the top end one, is called the Prepare to Die edition, because you are going to die, and you will die a lot, probably. But then again, I haven't played the game, and I probably won't be paying early to get it early. Okay, so first one up, and the early unlock is Stellaris, which, well, for $34.99, well, basically pays for the bundle, unless they've actually punched in the digital anniversary edition, which I highly doubt. Because there's now, you've got anniversary portraits, and I think there was a new pack. There was a new DLC that actually came out. Probably this one, the Utopia. April 6, 2017. Yeah, so Utopia. And the Galaxy Edition, April 3rd. Yeah, I think the Galaxy Edition is probably everything plus Utopia, which is probably the latest must-have DLC. Yeah. Explore a vast galaxy full of wonder. Paradox Development Studio, makers of the Crusader Kings and Europa Universe Saga series, presents Stellaris, an evolution of the grand strategy genre with space exploration at its core. Featuring deep strategic gameplay, a rich and enormous diverse selection of alien races, and emergent storytelling, Stellaris has engaging, challenging gameplay that rewards interstellar exploration as you traverse, discover, and interact and learn more about the multitude of species you will encounter during your travels. Etch your name across the cosmos by forging a galactic empire, colonizing remote planets, and integrating alien civilizations. Will you expand through war alone, or walk the path of diplomacy to achieve your goals? And the good thing is, go to Quad 9400. These are older chips. So hopefully, yet again, my Celeron should still be able to hack it. I'm going to quickly dump down that one as well. Yep, AMD HD 5770 or NVIDIA GTX 460 with 1 gig of VRAM and the latest drivers. Oh, pardon. Bigoof! Controller support, 3-button mouse, keyboard and speakers. Special multiplayer requires internet connection or LAN for multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah, so, number 1 is Stellaris. Very good reviews. Number 2 is actually a game I already have. Plague Incorporated Evolved. Because I actually bought this a while back, and I actually think I bought it in another Steam sale. I don't think... Yeah, you only get 2 of the soundtracks. Yeah. So, Plague Incorporated is pretty much a humanoid extinction simulator. So much so that the CDC even asked the developer to speak about the infection models in the game. And as you can see, that's from 2013. Because this has developed a lot, and it also now has special side plagues like the simian flu from the newer Planet of the Apes film series, plus the Shadow Plague, and I think there's one other. Plus you've also got scenario creators. Yeah. So, competitive multiplayer, cooperative mode, contagious content creator, blinding graphics, full 3D disease models. Yeah. Much more, including speedruns, mega brutal difficulty, and genetic modification, plus loads of new disease types and scenarios in future free updates. So you get this once, and you don't have to pay any more. And unfortunately, I've already been playing it. Yeah. Yeah. And that is a scene from the simian flu scenario. And we got one here from the Necroa virus. Right, so, moving straight on. Next one is Super Hot. Another first-person game that, blurring the lines between cautious strategy and unbridled mayhem. Super Hot is the FPS in which time moves only when you move. No regenerating health bars, no conveniently placed ammo drops. It's just you, outnumbered and outgunned, grabbing the weapons of fallen enemies to shoot, slice and maneuver through a hurricane of slow-motion bullets. With its unique stylized graphics, Super Hot finally adds something new and disruptive to the FPS genre. Super Hot's polished, minimalist visual language helps you concentrate on the most important on the fluidity of gameplay and cinematic beauty of the fight. Looks like someone just took some base models from I'm gonna have to know the name, but hang on. Mirror's Edge. They've just taken some of the sort of like off features of Mirror's Edge and just put it into a game. Doesn't really look like something new. Unfortunately, this really isn't what I'm going to whinge about. And again, system requirements, minimum Core 2 Quad Q 6600 once again. Yeah, just hearing the cats outside. Yeah, Q6600, since everything has actually evolved since then, my dual core once again should be able to cope. Next one in the path is Ashes of the Singularity, or as most people in the graphics card testing service will actually call it, Ashes of the Benchmark. Because this thing, from what I've heard, is very painful on hardware. And it's probably going to be the only game that I will not be able to play. Because, well, let's just go down and do the About section. So, the human race has expanded into the galaxy thanks to the wonders of the technological singularity. You have become so powerful that you can manage vast armies across an entire world that provide you with an ever greater galactic empire. Now humanity is under assault by a new enemy, calling themselves the Substrate. They seek to annihilate the human race from existence. You, as an up-and-coming member of the pro-human coalition, must deal with both this new menace as well as renegade humans trying to lay claim to their own worlds. Play as the post-human coalition or their eternal foes, the Substrate, and battle for control of the galaxy. Experience maps of unprecedented size and detail with the unparalleled power of the world's first native 64-bit RTS engine, Nitrous. Enjoy the game online with friends in ranked or unranked multiplayer mode, or play it by yourself against the powerful non-cheating AI in skirmish or campaign mode. Yeah. No matter what mode you play, strategy is the key. Deciding what technologies to research, where to send your armies, how to manage your economy, and what units to construct are crucial to victory. Experience the massive scale, real-time strategy game where you wage war across worlds with thousands of units. The conflict has escalated, and it's time to choose a side. And the only problem is minimum requirements. Quad-core Intel/AMD processor. Minimum 6 gig of RAM, and I'll literally be struggling there even with 8. 2 gig GDDR5, NVIDIA GeForce 6600, AMD R7 360 or better, DirectX 11. 27 gig available space on the hard drive, and a 1920 by 1080 display resolution or higher. Mostly positive and very positive reviews, but this one is probably not going to be played, because most likely it won't run. So that puts us on to the next item on the list, which is Brigador Up Armored Edition. And this thing is actually a relaunch of a previous game. It's probably a remastered version of the original. It says Brigador relaunched in 2017 with expanded introductory missions, localized, easier difficulty, and revised controls, plus improved lighting effects, mechanics, and more. Here is your contract. Brigador is an isometric roguelike with intense tactical combat. Play as mercenary pirates returning their planet looking for the big payout and a ticket off this planet. Everything you destroy earns the pilots money that can be used to unlock even more destructive vehicles, guns, and challenges. Find the right loadout for your playstyle and wreak havoc on the city of Solo Naber, or whatever. Yeah. Unlock 56 different mechs, tanks, hovercrafts with 40 different weapons, 100% destructible environments, expanded 37 mission campaign mode with continuing developer support, expanded and updated 20 plus map freelance mode with variable difficulty and challenge for all skill levels, deep and engaging dark science fiction, university and lore, original soundtrack by Makeup and Vanity set over 2 hours of acclaimed synth music. And if I play this, I'll probably be running it without the audio. And, well, at least this will most likely run on this. Probably should plan that i5 upgrade sooner rather than later, but, well, this is the reason why I'm going to be raging Shopkeep. And the first time I actually heard about this was through one of the channels I subscribe to privately called Sheepdog Gaming, who actually purchased this I think it was in early access, and, well, he played it and it didn't go well. It was nasty, it was buggy as all hell, it was unstable as all heck. And he quite literally he quite literally went straight for the refund. And quite frankly, I might not even be putting this on my account because, quite frankly, the reviews I've seen of this are not very good, especially as most of them are saying that the developer has actually abandoned development of this game for a VR title, and I'm quite frankly hacked off as to the fact that Humble have actually still included this game in the bundle. Because quite frankly, they should actually be giving out quality titles, not shovelware crap. And this might end up being given the epitome of shovelware award. And that, my friends, is actually a line I took straight from Hyperdimension Neptunia 3. I am not even going to read about this pile of garbage, because quite frankly it isn't worth my time. Right, and the final Steam game, which isn't going to get my blood boiling, is Maze. And that is M-A-I-Z-E, because this is a first-person adventure about what happens when two scientists misinterpret a memo and create sentient corn. And as you can probably see from there, this also includes a character from another game, or it could actually be a continuation of the same storyline. That last sentence is pretty much the least ridiculous thing about this game. Explore an abandoned farm and not so abandoned underground research facility as you uncover the mysteries around Maze and probably learn a bit about yourself along the way, or maybe not. A colourful cast of characters and an absolutely absurd world, Maze offers a unique experience that keeps surprises coming. Seriously, they're everywhere. Yeah. At least I should be able to run this. Yeah, although not some very good reviews, but overall it's very positive, and wow, it's about 7 months old. Unfortunately, I have to actually and that there, and go here, because, well, the humble in the original is Tiny Echo, but the last item, once again, is the second issue of Underwear, and I really don't know why they are including books. This is supposed to be for games. And quite frankly, I am not happy about this. That a space for a game is being actually taken away by something that I am most likely never going to read. So, well, really need to end this video because I've already been ranting. I've already been going on for 21 minutes, and depending on if I actually decide to do a recording of this for the games, is going to be, well, really depending on how I feel. So, well, second part, if it ever comes up, will be the games, the gameplay. So, see you in a bit, or whatever, if ever.